play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here, resuscitate your pimping and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, just that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here to spark up your home and get you right back going, you dig this? Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Whole professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. These fortune, them bag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but getting ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down set the below in the snow for dope. Over 120 in the
You step into a pimp's domain, wipe your feet off at the door, hit that like button.
I was bright and early down the day for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not wimps, I'm like the renegade bitches. BFF switches but never getting paid bitches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they life gets strike, they see pimpin' shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike you out. Oh, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashin' for these riches, nigga. Nothing like you master magician, niggas. Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lane. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock with those. 10-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shoe rituals, minute residuals, papers on life support, your loots and
your feet off at the door when you come in, hit that like button.
Get working with turnouts, it's murder and burnouts. Cause not one of you niggas for a scar bitch. That's not one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless, empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with empathy. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip, synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is be positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard. I make a trapping ass bad bitch wanna hold hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Popping pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. On these bitches, nigga. Come on, give it, man, pop that shit. Show these sucker niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. Yeah. And to you hoes, if you ever took a loss, bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss, bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach that paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin' nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga.
Y'all already know, man. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. What I mean by that, hit that like button one time, please, and thank you. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but my voice is a little funny right now. I'm a little slightly under the weather. Not too bad, though. I'm a little better today than I was yesterday. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't go live yesterday, is because, you know, this little sickness I got going on. But I'm on my way out of it, I believe. You know, I've gotten better today, so y'all gonna have to bear with me if my voice sounds a little funny. You did, but y'all already know. First order of business, man. We gotta put some love in our body, man, because the hatred is on high right now. The hatred is on high like never before. Cheers to the game. Happiness, health, and wealth to everyone in attendance. Blessings to you and your loved ones as well. Okay, now, for my mods, man, y'all probably going to have to work a little extra hard tonight because I'm sure it's going to be a lot of haters coming in, you know, spewing this venom, right? And anytime you see some names mentioned, you know, names that might be mentioned that people might find offensive, or names that might be mentioned of different haters, my mods, I want y'all to please be on top of those types of comments, man, because it's, you know, it's a lot of disrespectful stuff going on, and you know, we're not going to encourage that or acknowledge that in any type of way, man. So again, my mods, man, I need y'all to be extra on your job tonight because I know the suckers gonna be in attendance, and yeah, they're gonna be spreading that bullshit, man. You know, it's crazy because when you think you've seen the extent to which people will go for the sake of clout or destroying someone in their mind who has clout, just when you think you've seen the extent to which they'll go, they take it a step further, right? And, you know, as I've said before, a lot of things ain't worth responding to. A lot of things ain't worth acknowledging, you know, but because you gotta keep in mind, misery loves company. As I've said many times before, and as I'm sure you've heard plenty of times even before I said it, misery loves company. And misery will do its best to get you to join them. Misery comes at you in so many different shapes, fashions, and forms to get you to join them. But you got to stay focused. You got to stay on your mission. And what you got to understand, that when you stay focused and stay on your mission, you are going to be a constant reminder of why certain individuals hate themselves. You know, if you're a handsome young man, you're going to be a constant reminder to certain dudes that don't find themselves to be handsome, certain dudes that people have told them all their lives that they were ugly, or somehow, some way, something made them feel ugly. If you a handsome motherfucker, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be a constant reminder to that individual of what they wish they was, but know they'll never be. You know, if you're an attractive female with a nice body and a pretty face, you are going to be a constant reminder to somebody, some other female that has been told her whole life that she was ugly, or something made her feel ugly. And as a result, she just has like a deep-seated hatred for herself. And when she see your fine ass, you're going to be a constant reminder to her of what she wishes that she could be, but knows deep down inside that she will never be. Right? You could be smart. You could have a high level of intelligence and know how to articulate yourself very well. You're going to remind somebody who wishes they had that about themselves. You're going to be a constant reminder to them of what they are not, or what they don't have, and what they wish they could have and think they should have, but they never will have. You got to keep these types of things in mind, man. And when you keep these things in mind, when you see certain haters saying shit about you, when you see certain haters making up shit about you, you got to learn how to stay in stride. Stay in stride. Keep going. If you running at a certain pace and motherfuckers get to throwing shit at you, reaching for you, trying to knock you down, trying to push you over, run faster. run harder. You know, you got to stay on your mission. And shit, you know, like I said, the depths to which people will go. You know, some people just have no respect. And some people are real scumbags. And some people will disrespect anybody and anything for the sake of them getting some sort of attention and destroying somebody whose attention they wish they had, right? Some people will stoop very low. And I've experienced this, as y'all know. I experience it quite often. And what I have to remind myself of in these types of situations is that I can't control what other people do. So when people hate on me in the different ways that they hate on me, or really reflect their self-hatred on me, or project their self-hatred on me, because some of these individuals, it's not so much that they hate me, it's that they really hate themselves, right? They hate themselves so much, and I remind them of what they wish they was. I'm a constant reminder to them of why they hate themselves, right? And I can't control what they do. Especially because we on the internet and you could say anything on the internet, do anything on the internet, and there's no accountability on the internet. People don't have to be held accountable for the things they say and do on the internet. So when you keep this in mind, that at any time somebody can come on the internet, say anything, do anything, don't have to be held accountable, don't have to answer for the shit that they say and do, you got to understand that, you know, that's beyond your control. So the best thing to do is to focus on what's within your control, right? And what's within your control is to go harder, to intensify your determination. That's within your control. It's within your control to be an example of what self-love is, right? You know, because it's a beautiful thing when you get into a love affair with yourself, when you get into a love affair with your body, and you constantly committing acts of love with your body, strengthening your body, sculpting your body, shaping your body, building your body, right? You know, it's a beautiful thing when you get into a love affair with your mind, exercising your mind, feeding your mind, nurturing your mind. It's a beautiful thing. You know, when you get to a love affair with all the different aspects of yourself, your character, your personality. Glory to God for blessing us with another opportunity to hear this game teach. Good looking, Sinful to P, my bro, with the $100 holler once again. Much appreciated. But yeah, you know, like I say, it's a beautiful thing when you get into a love affair with yourself. And what you got to understand is that that's the best response to a motherfucker that hates themselves, and you serve as a constant reminder to them of how much they hate themselves and the reasons why they hate themselves. See, they would love for you to join them in their misery because they know they got you there. Again, if you an eagle and you come down on the ground with the turkey, now the turkey got you where he wants you. You know? So the turkey could treat you, your eagle ass, like you a turkey. You know, you ain't got no business, you know, in the mix with individuals like that. And again, you can't control what they do. Whatever they do is beyond your control. But you can control what you do. And see, me, myself, right? I look at certain things that these haters do, I look at the extent to which they go to try to slander me and make me look bad and all of this stuff. And it just reminds me that all of this is because I'm being the best me that I can be. I'm being the best me that I can be. And as I continue to become a better and better me, as I continue to better myself, guess what? The haters is gonna try harder. You think you seen something? You think you done seen something already? They never cease to amaze me. So I'm expecting even more hatred, more intense hatred, higher levels of hatred, stronger hatred than what's taking place right now. Because I'm gonna stay focused. And as I stay focused and stay, serving my principles within my personal constitution, which one of them is to be better today than I was yesterday. Hey, as I continue to get better, I'm going to continue to serve as a reminder to them of why they hate themselves so much. So they're going to try to knock me down. But what they don't understand is when they try to knock me down, I ain't going to try to knock them down. They too small to be trying to knock down. They too small for me to be swinging at. They like flies. And they would love for me to swing at them. They would love for me to try to knock them down. They would love for me to get into a fight with them. I'm not going to do it. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want to do. They can't hurt me. They can't stop me. Yeah, you haters, man. I know y'all in attendance, man. You really wish you could stop a pimp, don't you? You really wish you could stop me, huh? These people that sit here attending, you wish you could make them disappear, don't you? You hate me so motherfucking much. But it's really because you hate yourself so much. You don't even understand that the reason why you see me the way that you see me is because you hate yourself so much. Yeah. The reason why you say shit like, you go buy a new car and you go buy some jewelry and you go buy some other little trinkets and shit like that, and you still don't have the attention to Freeze. You still don't make an impact like Freeze make. With his t-shirt and, his champagne bottle with water in it, with love in it. Yeah, you still don't make the impact that Freeze make with no jewelry on in the back of this cheap ass car, as y'all like to say. This 2008. Y'all wanted to be 2008. Okay, it's a 2008. All right, man. I just put an upgraded kit up in here, but yeah, it's a 2008. But with all of the shit that you do, all of the things that you spend money on to enhance your appearance in various different ways, that shit don't hit the same way that Freeze hit when he just sit in the back of his car talking, man, chopping this game. See, what you don't understand is while you spending all that money, on designers who don't even want you to wear their shit. You know what I mean? When you go to the jewelry store and that jeweler look at you just like a hoe, you know what I mean? Looking at a big old trick coming into her in-call with racks in his hand or racks in the envelope, you know what I mean? When that jeweler look at you like that, man. Hey, man, when you go to the motherfucking car lot and you break your neck, you know what I mean? To get a car that you can't even afford to maintain, you know what I mean? When you walk into the Gucci store, you know what I mean? And the motherfuckers at the Gucci store is looking at you like that big old trick, you know what I mean, that hoe was waiting for all night and she finally caught his motherfucking ass. And the motherfuckers in the Gucci store looking at you like jackpot, just like that hoe look at that trick like jackpot. Yeah, when you doing all of that, when you spending all this money on things that you put on top of your body. You know, I'm investing in things that I put inside my body. While you putting a bunch of shit on top of your funny built ass body, when you put a whole bunch of shit on top of your awkward, uncomfortable ass body, yeah, I'm putting shit inside my body though. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know, while you putting a whole bunch of you know, and no disrespect to dinosaurs and all that shit, but when you putting a whole bunch of dinosaurs and Shade Room and World Star Hip Hop and all of them, you know, TMZ, when you putting all that shit into your mind, hey man, I'm putting knowledge in my mind. I'm putting wisdom in my mind. I'm putting understanding into my mind. I'm putting inspiration into my mind, man. Yeah, so that's the difference. And I know you hear this shit with your hater ass, because I know you haters is tuned in, but the shit still ain't gonna sink into you. You're gonna continue to be a hater, because that's how much you hate yourself. You hate yourself so much that you can't even soak up game, you know, when it's coming from the motherfucker that you hate. See, me, I can soak up game from anywhere. It's motherfuckers that I don't like that I might soak some game up from. You dig? But you, on the other hand, you hate yourself so much, and I remind you so much of what you hate about yourself and how much you hate yourself, this game can't even reach you. This game can't even reach you because that hatred that you got for yourself is like a bouncer in front of your brain. Yeah, and the game trying to get up in there, you know what I mean? The game like, yeah, man, I'm on the list, man, VIP. That hater bouncer in front of your brain is like, nah, man, I don't see you on the list, man. It's only haters allowed up in here, man. It's only busters and suckers allowed up in this mind, man. Nah, you coming in here trying to kick game and shit. Hell nah, man. We don't allow that type of shit up in here. Game and knowledge and wisdom. And you talking about put some love in your body and all. Nah, man. Fuck all that, man. It's hating going on up in here, man. You not allowed. You not on the list, man. Yeah, that's how your brain is. You know what I mean? You got that hatred in front of your brain like a big bouncer at a club. And this game can't even reach your motherfucking ass. But that's what the problem is, man. You know, and while you sit up there and you call cross country and you send emails and faxes and all this old type of shit to get motions of discoveries on all these different men that don't care about you and ain't thinking about you. And the reason why you getting all these motions of discoveries and police reports and written statements and all this old shit, the reason why you calling cross country, getting all this different shit on these different motherfuckers is because they constantly remind you of why you hate yourself and how much you hate yourself. Right? So you doctor up shit, man. You try to, you know, slander them as much as you can. But guess what, man? They gonna keep shining, man. The motherfuckers that you getting police reports on and all that type of shit, man, and that you lying on, hey, they gonna keep shining, man. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah, and you spending all this time and all this effort. You only got 1,440 minutes within a day, and you spending a good 700, 800, 900 of the minutes, you know, trying to gather up paperwork. You get paperwork sent to you. You know what I mean? The pimp that none of these people you know, but that pimp that caught a case in New York, oh yeah, you need his police report. He was looking too good in them pictures that you seen. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had some beautiful hoes with him, and they was paying the fuck out of him. He caught that case in New York. Yeah, you got to get his police report. You got to get the statements on all the bitches that told on this motherfucking ass. Yeah, you got to get his motion of discovery, all that shit. Oh yeah, what about that pimp over there in Vegas that caught that case? You know what I mean? He had 8 bitches telling on him. Oh, he got 8 bitches in his case? Oh yeah, I need that. You know what I mean? And when you get the statement and the motion of discovery and testimonies of all these different people, it's 8 bitches in there. You know what I mean? The youngest bitch was 18, so it won't be too. You won't be doing too much if you tweak the documents a little bit and turn this 18-year-old into a 15-year-old. Nah. You know, people ain't gonna trip off of that. People ain't even gonna pay attention to that. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna even dig into it and figure out that's what you did. You know what I mean? But you spending a lot of time doing all this type of shit because you hate yourself so much. This is why you spend time doing all this shit. You know? And guess what? Keep doing it with me. I'm gonna show motherfuckers how to respond to that bullshit. Hey, cause guess what, man? I'm gonna keep on shining, man. I'm gonna keep on popping this shit. I'm gonna keep on doing me. It ain't nothing you can do to stop this shit. You know what I mean? Keep on though. Because the only thing you gonna do is make me turn it up that much more. So, you know, the best thing that you could do for yourself really is like stop and look at what you do. Hey man, cause you got motherfuckers who've been doing this shit for 10 years, man, 15, 20 years. Looking up documents on motherfuckers that they hate. And like I said, really the best thing that you could do is look at yourself and pay attention to what you're doing, man. You know, because you just take it a step further and further every time you go. Motherfuckers is so desperate to stop a motherfucker like me. Hey, see, what you don't understand is, if something happened to me, God forbid, but if something happened to me, it's still not gonna make you more popular than me. You still not gonna be able to have the impact on people that I have. If I just so happen to disappear, if something happened to me, if I get hurt, you know what I mean, or killed, or locked up forever, hey man, I'm still gonna have more of an impact than you. I got a body of work on YouTube, man, that motherfuckers love. Yeah, I got bodies of work on all the streaming platforms that motherfuckers love, man. Yeah. That people use to inspire themselves and add value to their life. There's nothing you can do to stop that. Yeah, you can't stop that, man. I'm going to always serve as an inspiration to somebody or something. You know what I mean? As a tool used by the Most High to inspire people to be better, man. Yeah. Yeah, what pimp you know, man, look like this, build like this. Know what I mean? Don't smoke or drink or do drugs or eat bad food or none of that old type of shit, man. Because this shit don't even belong to me. This shit is for the people, man. Yeah, this body of mine, this mouthpiece of mine, these thoughts of mine, this shit ain't even mine. I'm serving a purpose bigger than myself. That's what you don't understand. So it's only gonna get bigger, man. You cannot stop it at all. There's nothing you could do. So I'm gonna continuously, constantly serve as a reminder of how much you hate yourself. Yeah, because you think that the shit that you do is gonna throw a motherfucker off track or make a motherfucker get on your level and fight with you. Nah, man. Nah, man. It don't go like that. Nah, man. Yeah. You know, if a motherfucker missing teeth in their mouth and you almost 50 years old and you won't spend no money on your teeth, but you'll spend money on ordering motions of discovery and ordering police reports, because all that shit, you know what I mean, that shit costs money. Might not cost a whole lot of money, but you paying for that shit. You got motions of discoveries from cases all over the country, just so you could try to tweak the shit and slander somebody and make somebody look bad. And that shit ain't doing nothing for you. Like, think about it, dude. You've been doing this shit a long time. In what way have you prevailed? In what way have you added value to your life? We ain't gonna talk about your kids, your family, nobody. Your life. In what way have you added any value to your life? See, motherfuckers ask questions like, what have you done for the game? What you done did for yourself? Because we know you ain't done nothing for the game because you hate yourself too much. But you put a lot of effort into trying to make the game look bad, try to make different pimps look bad, try to make hoes look bad. You put a lot of time and effort into that. What have you gained from it? Over the course of 15, probably more years than that. What have you gained from that? In what way have you prospered? Because you still, just like 15 years ago, don't get no views today. You still, just like 15 years ago, don't get no followers today. You still, just like 15 years ago, don't make no money off of your content today to sustain yourself. Like I said, motherfuckers who I don't even like, I can get some game from, I can learn from, I can be motivated by. Hey, it's a motherfucker that hate this game so bad, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm envious of their dedication, man. I'm envious of their tenacity. I'm envious of how hard they go and how consistently they hate, man. See, I look at the consistency. I look at the tenacity. I look at the dedication. I look at the passion that motherfucker have for what they do. Hey, and I can't even front. I'm not even on that level with the shit that I'm about. You know? And I'm constantly intensifying my levels on a daily. But as much as that motherfucker hate, as much as that motherfucker go put effort and energy into making pimps look bad, making hoes look bad, making the game look bad, hey, I'm not even that cold. I'm not even that dedicated. You know what I mean? You know, but I can only aspire to be that. You know what I mean? When it comes to, you know, being an inspiration to people, kicking game, you know, endeavoring to add value to people. You know, I can only aspire to be as dedicated to the things that I'm dedicated to as you are. You know what I mean? Because that motherfucker is consistent. And that motherfucker has been at it for a long time and ain't stopped. Relentless with the hatred. You know what I mean? But a motherfucker doing all this shit all this time and no prosperity, no growth, no, y'all favorite word to use, elevation. Where can we see the elevation? For real though. Can we see it one time? Can you show us the elevation? You know what I mean? Hey, and it's crazy because nah, I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, man. You've been at this shit for a long time, and it has gotten you nowhere. You've been paying for motions of discoveries to get sent to you all over the country for a long time, paying for statements, court paperwork, court videos, parole videos, you know, arrest video, body cam videos. Hey, man, you've been doing this for a long time. You've been calling different places and trying to get people arrested for a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. Don't none of this shit get you nowhere. See, what you've proven, you probably don't even look at yourself like that. But what you've proven is that when you passionate about something and you dedicated to something, your passion and dedication is unmatched. I don't know nobody, man, you like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant with the work ethic, man, when it comes to being a hater. And so if you become passionate about more meaningful things, if you could transfer that same energy towards something positive, you're going to be a beast. Ain't nobody going to be able to fuck with you. See, because I know, you know, you want to get your little channel going. You know what I mean? Your little podcast that you try to make it seem like got something going on when we know it really don't. Think about that, man. Think about adding value. Think about adding value to people's lives. Think about all the people that you've tried to manipulate and hate on and twist their image of. Think about all of them people, you know, going back and reversing the curses that you done put on them and doing your best to add value to their lives. Hey, man, you'll be a beast. That's when I just gave you some game, man, and you welcome, man. That's when your channel gonna grow. Because you don't understand that you've been doing this shit for so long and you have gotten nowhere. You try to pretend like you've gotten somewhere. You try to manipulate people into thinking that you've gotten somewhere, but you have gotten nowhere. And hey, man, you pushing 50 years old. You should be tired of playing with your life and playing with the lives of others, because it has gotten you nowhere. You know, even though certain things I might not agree with, but I can understand, you know, I could understand if this shit got you somewhere. You know, even though I might not agree with it, I could be like, damn, you know what? He, you know, I don't like the way he go about shit, but hey, man, he doing his thing. I can't say that for you, because you're not going nowhere. And you don't even think about the shit that you do. Like, listen, man, like I said, please don't mention no names, y'all. Because I got too much respect for people's families and loved ones that's no longer with us. Hey, man, so don't mention no names in here, man. If you mods, if y'all see people mentioning the wrong names in here, man, snipe that shit down, man. But listen, man. First of all, it's 188 of y'all in here, or 192 of y'all now, but only 157 of y'all done wiped your feet off at the door. Do a pimp a favor. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button, please, and thank you one time. Listen, man. Y'all already know, man. A lot of y'all done seen the bullshit today. And, you know, first of all, you know, I send my condolences to the young lady. And, you know, it's sad that she was laid to rest yesterday, man. And people can, you know, for their own sick, twisted agenda, you know, like they just like take something like that and play with it. This is somebody's child that is no longer here. And for somebody to play with that, to play with the vulnerability of the loved ones of that individual. Because, you know, it's unfortunate, man, but in Los Angeles, a lot of us have had loved ones that was murdered in cold blood, right? And a lot of us have had loved ones that was underage and was murdered in cold blood, right? You know, so a lot of us in Los Angeles, man, you know, we know what it's like to have somebody like that taken from us. And at some point, you got to have some sort of compassion. You know, I'm not even mad at, you know, the shit motherfuckers trying to make me look a certain way. I don't even trip off of that, because I've been going through that and I'm going to keep going through that. But to play with a child who has been deceased and is no longer with us, man, to play with somebody's demise like that, for what? Like, even if you, because that's the cold part about it, you're not even going to get what you hope to get from this. But if you were to get what you hope to get from this, how is that worth it? Okay, Free's channel get taken away. Free's Instagram get taken away. Everything Free's got going on get taken away off the internet. And your shit blow up. Is that worth it? Knowing that you got where you got because you played with some child's life. Like the life and death of a child that still has a mother and father that are still grieving, that still has probably siblings and cousins and friends that she went to school with. All these different individuals are grieving. She's just laid to rest barely 24 hours ago. And you playing with somebody's life. See, I already know you so bent on taking me down, you're not thinking about how you affecting people. Like, if you're gonna do me, just do me. Don't do somebody else that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And like I said, you playing with people's vulnerability. You got people that are connected to that child that's really believing the bullshit that you putting out there. And you know that shit is false. You know that shit came out of your twisted ass mind. Like, what is worth that? If you was to get $1 million, how is that worth that? And the cold part about it, back to reality, you ain't gonna get shit out of it. A few likes, a few comments, a few shares, a few DMs. A few days from now, motherfuckers will be done forgot about that shit. But you played with somebody's demise. A young girl that's a child that was killed in cold blood. And you playing with that. Like, you don't have to, I know you don't have to be held accountable for the shit that you do on the internet. I understand that, but it's like, how do you sleep with yourself knowing that this is the type of shit that you do? How do you sleep with yourself? Seriously, when the lights is off and you by yourself and you know in your mind what you did and how you played with the life of a child and the death of a child, how you deal with yourself? Listen, whatever way you feel about me and whatever way you feel about yourself, don't let that move you to do something so desperate, so drastic. And playing with somebody, like, you gotta understand, that girl still got family that's here. They gotta deal with that. Cold part about it, the motherfucker who made this shit up, you got daughters of your own. You got daughters of your own. What if that was your daughter? And somebody on the internet faked and made up some shit about a motherfucker that they hate, and they used your daughter to make somebody look bad because they don't like that individual. And it was your daughter that was killed in cold blood. Seriously, man, like, damn. And man, like I said, you've done, I don't know, man, you done did some horrible shit before. But this got to be the worst, at least from what I've seen. This is worse than you calling the police on me and saying that it was human trafficking going on at my crib. This is worse than that. This is worse than you trying to get a girl to set up a pimp and put a rape case on them. Like the audio, there's audio of this same individual trying to instruct a girl to get a pimp caught up and get him caught up with a sex tape and a charge put on him. Like, this is worse than that. You tried to get pimps put in jail. You've tried to get pimps hurt in various different ways. Hey, man, this take the cake on everything this motherfucker done ever did, man. This takes the cake for real. And like I said, I can't control what anybody else does. The only thing this is going to do is inspire me that much more to be a bigger and better blessing to more people than I ever have. The reason why you did that, you ain't doing nothing but intensifying the reason why you did that. Cold part about it, this motherfucker gonna go do something worse than that. We can't even imagine what's worse than that, but I guarantee you this motherfucker gonna outdo itself. He's gonna outdo himself. And the cold part about it, it's not gonna get you nowhere. This is not gonna help you. It's not gonna help anybody in no way. And yeah, you don't have to answer to the family of that little girl. You don't have to answer to me. You don't have to answer to anybody. But you know to yourself what kind of individual you are. You got to deal with yourself. You got to live with yourself. And all this does is show me that much more. Like, damn, I knew this motherfucker hated himself, but damn, he hated himself that much? To do that? Like I said before, man, that self-hatred is a motherfucker. That self-hatred is a motherfucker, man. And misery loves company. And see, a lot of people join that motherfucker in his misery today. Please don't do that. Don't send that shit to nobody. Don't comment on that shit. Every time you do that, you giving another breath of life to that shit. Let that shit die. Let that shit be small. That's why I'm not getting into details about the shit. And I really didn't even want to talk about it, but I had to address it in some sort of way. And not to clear my name or anything like that, because anybody who know me know the truth. So this ain't about that. This ain't about me clearing myself and all. Like, because it's so ridiculous, there's not even a need for that. But it's just, I had to address it so that people understand how low this shit was. How desperate this shit was. It just don't make no sense how a motherfucker could be this desperate for attention and this desperate, you know, to take somebody down. Just a constant reminder of why they hate themselves, that they'll go to that extent. That shit ain't cool, man. You know? And like I said, the only thing it's going to do is make me go harder. I'm going to go harder. I'm going to get bigger. You know? And see, y'all minds is so motherfucking small. All y'all care about is some damn popularity. All you care about is likes and views and comments and followers and subscribers and all that shit. Y'all just want that shit just to have it. You're not even gonna do nothing with it. See, the shit that you see as attention, I see it as power to be a bigger and better blessing to more people than I have ever been. That's how I see this shit. When I get new subscribers, when I get new followers, when I get more views and all that shit, I see that as more influence, more power to be a blessing to people, a bigger opportunity to add value to the lives of people. That's how I see that shit. Your mind is so motherfucking small that you breaking your neck for some damn attention that you never gonna have. The shit just don't belong with you. And even if you do get a little of attention, you can't sustain it. Because it's not meant for you. And what you don't understand is the people who care the least about attention, 9 times out of 10 is the ones who get the most. You know, people who just focus on being the greatest version of themselves that they can be, 9 times out of 10, them is the people with the most attention. And some of them don't even like all the attention. Some of them don't even care for the attention like that. They just focused on being great. And when you focus on being great, oftentimes attention just comes with the territory. But when you want clout just for the sake of clout, or you want to take somebody down just for the sake of them not receiving some sort of clout, it take a real small mind to put so much energy and effort behind that type of small ass shit. You know, like your mind is so small. And the sad thing is, you might not have a lot, but you have some young people that look at you, pay attention to you. Not a lot, but even one is too many to be influenced by that bullshit. But like I say, man, you know, I can't imagine it because you've been such a serious, dedicated hater for so long. But if you could somehow, some way transform your mind into adding value to people, that's the only way you could possibly even think about getting what you want to get. See, you try to cheat, you try to con, you try to manipulate, and you just don't see that shit ain't getting you nowhere. That shit ain't doing nothing for you. Hey, man, motherfuckers be jealous of the way a pimp is built. Go to take your ass to the gym. Outdo me. I ain't got the greatest body in the world. I'm cool, but man, go outdo me. Shit, if you don't like the way I talk and you wish you could talk like me, or you want to talk better than me, man, work on it. Even though I don't think it's gonna help you none, but shit. You know, you ain't gotta talk like me or whatever the case, just work on yourself. You know what I mean? Get to a love affair with yourself, man. Hey. See, I know some of y'all that think that shit is cool too. You might not be a hater to that magnitude, but it's a lot of y'all watching that think it's cool to say and do anything just because you're on the internet and you don't have to be held accountable for the things that you say and do. What you don't understand is that you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, man. And that shit ain't gonna do nothing for you. But get you some bullshit in the long run. It might not come today. It might not come tomorrow. It might not come next year. But eventually, at some point in time, you have to reap what you sow. Ain't no such thing as you don't reap what you sow. You have to reap what you sow. So, if you've been sowing hatred, manipulation, disrespect, if you've been sowing this shit for so long, you're gonna have to reap that eventually. And the scary part is you don't know what price you're gonna have to pay, or how long you're gonna have to pay that price. You don't even know. And see, I understand that. I understand that you reap what you sow. And I haven't always sowed good seeds. And even though I've reaped some consequences that I didn't like off of some certain seeds that I've sown, I might not be done reaping, certain outcomes for bad seeds that I've sown. But I'm ready to deal with that as a man. And now that I have a higher respect for reaping what I sow, hey man, I'm doing my best to sow good seeds with people. Because I want people to appreciate me when they think of me. I don't want people to hate me when they think of me. I know some of y'all will, because you hate yourself so much, and I remind you of why you hate yourself so much. But for the most part, man, I want people to appreciate me when they think of me. When they think of Freeze, they think of appreciation. When they think of Freeze, they think of blessings. When they think of Freeze, they just thinking of something good. But some of y'all, man, you don't even care about how people think of you. You don't even care about how people see you. You so wrapped up in that self-hatred and spewing it at any and everybody that reminds you of how much you hate yourself. You so wrapped up in that shit that you don't even pay attention to yourself. Put some more of this love in my body, man. Like I said, man, y'all got to excuse the pimp's voice because I'm slightly under the weather right now. But I had to still get on here and pop it with y'all, man. But yeah, I know a lot of y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about as far as the specifics go. But to those of you who do know what I'm talking about as far as the specifics go, hey man, do me a favor. Don't share that shit with nobody. Don't go looking at that shit no more. Don't be, giving that shit no life. Let that shit die. Because anybody with a brain, it's obvious. It's obvious that, that shit is fabricated and doctored up. You dig? Let that shit die, man. It's crazy, once again, man, that a motherfucker hate themselves so much, and they hate that I remind them of how much they hate themselves, that they will go to that extent. Motherfuckers chop and screw and edit videos, and they've been doing this shit for a long time. But this got to be the worst. This is the worst that I've ever seen. I thought children was off limits, man. I thought children was off limits. Especially a deceased child who died tragically. Hey, man, I would just imagine that stuff like that is off limits. And see, like I said, misery love company. I could never do that. I got too much integrity that's going to stop me from doing shit like that. Them type of thoughts don't even come into my mind. And for a motherfucker to have them type of thoughts in their mind, you need some sort of help. You need help, like, man, you need help. To my understanding, you don't believe in the Most High. You don't believe in a higher power. But, man, I hope somebody praying for you. And guess what? Watch me grow. Watch me get better. Cause like I said, man, if you want me, nah, it ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna keep reminding you of why you hate yourself so much. You know, it ain't nothing I can do about it. But what you do is that you inspire me to go bigger, better, harder, faster, smarter, sharper, everything. It's not gonna do anything but intensify and amplify everything in me that's good. I'm gonna go that much harder. I'm gonna be in your face even more. Yeah, I'm gonna be in more people's stories. You know, when you go around on IG and all that type of shit, yeah, you gonna see more people talking about they put love in their body, and you already know where that come from. You know what I mean? Even if they don't say my name, if somebody say they putting love in their body on their story, yeah, you know where that came from. That's gonna make you mad. That's gonna constantly remind you. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's you know, you ain't doing nothing but intensifying my power of influence, man. And I hate that you going about it the way that you going about it, but it does nothing but inspire me to be greater. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna throw a tantrum. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna punch the air. I'm not gonna punch anything or anybody. I'm gonna just go harder. That shit crazy, man. Now, you know, some people ain't reachable, man. Some people is just doomed, right? Some people are doomed by self-hatred. Some people are in bondage by their self-hatred. Freeze, would you ever do a haircut video? Marquise Fresco, good looking with the $5 holla. I might do that. I you know what? I think I did that one time and never posted the shit. It's funny you mentioned that. I think I did that one time but never posted it, and I don't even know where that video is. But I'll probably do that again, you know, one of these days. But and see, it be shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, if you a talented motherfucker, man, do everything to make your talent shine, man. You know, do everything to make your talent shine. And don't let no haters stop you. Don't let no haters throw you off track. Stay focused, man. You know, and understand that the bigger you get, the more haters gonna come, the more intense they gonna come, the harder they gonna go, all of that, man. But stay focused, though. Stay being great, man. And see, motherfucker mad at me about some damn YouTube shit, and man, like Rico said and Paid in Full, they ain't even seen me when I put my leg up. Wait till I put my leg up. You know, motherfuckers ain't seen nothing. This shit is small in what I got going on right now. This shit is small in the grand scheme of things, but I know it's so big to some of you haters because you can't even scratch the surface of what's going on right now. But this shit is nothing. Hey man, I'm focused. Just watch me work and watch me grow. Cold part about it, hey man, the lane is wide open. It's so many things that motherfuckers could do. You might not have the same talents that I got. Hey man, but the lane is wide open, man. I'm not hogging the lane. Ain't none of us hogging the lane. This shit is wide open. This shit like a gold rush right now. But when you go on about it in a sucker type fashion, man, It ain't gonna get you nowhere. Hey, gimmicks don't get you nowhere. That's what a lot of these motherfuckers is on. You know, because they see people with gimmicks and the gimmick might go viral. But a lot of times them people that go viral with them gimmicks, they can't even sustain the attention. They can't sustain the hype. That shit gonna die. Because nothing was cultivated. Nothing was rooted. Hey, but when you got genuine talents, man, because some of y'all got genuine talents, but you be caught up in rumors. I mean, you be caught up in gimmicks. You get caught up in gimmicks and you forget about your talent. Hey, when you got talent, man, you ain't got to do them gimmicks. Your talent might not take off right away like a gimmick will, but once your talent do take off, you're going to be able to sustain everything good that comes with it because that talent is in you. You know? So, and as you can see, people that get caught up in gimmicks, some of the motherfuckers will go to the greatest lengths. They'll get desperate as a motherfucker. You see the desperation that's going on right now. Shit crazy, man. But like I say, it's a beautiful thing when you get to a love affair with yourself, man. Oh, man, it's a beautiful thing when you get to a love affair with yourself. Yeah, when you get to a love affair with yourself, man, it's a beautiful thing. Learn how to love on yourself, man. I know some of y'all, you get so caught up in what you see on social media and what you see on TV and what you see when you go outside and you see certain individuals that have things that you think you want. Hey, man, look at yourself. Appreciate what you got. You might not be the tallest. You might not be the best built. You might not be the most handsome. You might not be the prettiest. Hey, man, God still blessed you with some gifts that you overlooking, man. Pay attention to yourself. Get to learn yourself. See, that's why these people do the shit that they do on the internet, because they so focused on what the next individual got, they can't even get in tune with the things they got. Because we all been blessed in different ways, man. And you ain't got to be blessed in the same way that I'm blessed in. That don't mean that you're blessed any less than I am. You might be more blessed than I am. But you so focused on what the fuck I'm doing that you can't even recognize and appreciate the blessings that you got already. Take time to dig into yourself. Learn yourself. Understand yourself. So you can recognize the goodness in you and amplify that. Then, once you recognize the goodness in you and you amplifying that, you can be a blessing to others as well. See, a lot of people be so caught up in themselves and what they don't have. Not only can they not recognize the blessings that they already have, but they don't even know the joy of playing a part in being a blessing to somebody else. They don't know the joy that come with that. It's a beautiful thing, man, when people thank you for being a blessing to them in ways that don't even cost money. You know, it's just so many blessings that people overlook within themselves, man. And it's just a beautiful thing when you take the time to learn yourself. You know, I'm not the tallest motherfucker. I'm not the smartest motherfucker. I'm not the toughest motherfucker. I'm not none of that. But I'm in tune with myself. And the things that are good about me, I work on. And I do my best to intensify those and make it better in order to be a bigger and better blessing to you. And it's a beautiful thing when you get to that mindset, man. When you just think about blessing others and what it takes to be a blessing to others. What you're going to have to give of yourself. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up in a minute. And Brother Bill, good looking with the super chat. Good looking Bill with the super chat. I seen that earlier. But yeah, man, bottom line, when you focus, and like I said, you get in tune with yourself and you get to a love affair with yourself, man, hey, you're going to serve as a constant reminder to certain individuals of why they hate themselves. Right? But don't let that throw you off track. Don't let that deter you from your focus. Stay focused. And let that serve as energy to be better, to go harder, to be more determined, to be more of a blessing to more people, a bigger and better blessing to more people. Yeah, man, because them haters gonna come. Especially with social media blessing certain individuals with a voice that they never deserved. Yeah, everybody got a voice on social media. And a lot of motherfuckers on social media with a voice don't deserve that motherfucker. Yeah, they don't deserve it. They get to voice their opinions, and a lot of their opinions is stupid as hell. A lot of their opinions come from a heart. A lot of their opinions come from a place of hatred. A lot of their opinions come from a place of jealousy and envy. So when you doing your thing and you shining, somebody gonna hate on you. And it's unfortunate that everybody got a voice. And everybody's voice can be heard and considered and respected and all that. Don't let that throw you off, though. Stay focused, man. Stay focused. Don't let none of that hater shit throw you off. Like I've said before, you know what I mean? Praises to the left, curses to the right. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize, man. Man, they gonna come for you. They coming for me, and they ain't even seen nothing yet. I can only imagine the type of shit motherfuckers is gonna do when a pimp, grow and, become more successful and all of that. I'm a little bitty guy. And motherfuckers is hating on me like shit. Like I'm Elon Musk or something. Motherfuckers is hating on me like I got all the money in the world and hey, shit crazy. I can only imagine the type of shit, if they gonna come at me with this type of shit on this level, hey, when I double and triple and quadruple and quintuple and all of that, I can only imagine the type of shit they gonna throw at me. But guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna catch that shit and rechannel that shit, cleanse that shit of the hatred, and turn that same energy into some positive shit and add that energy to my greatness so I can go harder and intensify my work ethic, my passion, all of that. Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing but make me go harder, man. You dig? So I advise you to do the same, because it's some of y'all in attendance right now that got greatness in you, and that shit is shining like a motherfucker. and somebody gonna hate on you, somebody gonna slander you. And these people be cowards, man. You know, you might have a coworker that work at your job and they hate when you pull up in that car that you pull up in every day, or they hate the reaction people get when they see you, how happy people are to see you. You know what I mean? They hate the way you talk. They hate your haircut. They hate the way you walk. They hate the way you dress. And they probably got more money than you. They probably got, you know, different advantages over you, but they just hate you because you're a constant reminder to them of why they hate themselves so much. You know what I mean? It might be a coworker at a sales job that you got or something, or, you know what I mean, at a law firm or whatever the case may be. You dig? Telemarketing job, whatever, man. Hey, you don't have to be the richest individual for people to hate on you. You don't have to be the smartest individual for people to hate on you. You don't even have to be the flyest individual for people to hate on you. But when you got something about yourself, man, that people just recognize and appreciate, motherfuckers is gonna hate on you. And the more intense that becomes, the more you grow, the more lives you touch. Hey, man, motherfuckers is gonna hate that shit. But stay focused, man. Don't let these suckers and busters throw you off track, you dig? And if they think they seen something now, man, all they got to do is stay tuned. All they got to do is stay tuned, man. Go ahead and finish this love off, man. If you ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that like button, man, before we get up out of here. I'm on top of my shit, man, so, you know, pimp ain't too far under the weather. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be, you know, feeling better, and therefore I can do better, you dig? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you for wiping your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. I appreciate y'all for all your likes, shares, comments. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate you for the super chats. I appreciate the cash apps. I appreciate your support in every which way that you come with it, you dig? Y'all already know, man. Stay sucker free, stay solid. And if you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion, you dig? Freeze is it. I'll holla.